Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And ladies and gentlemen, there is, John, you can feel it. There's a crispness in the air, you know, and that magical sparkle that can only mean one thing. It's infrastructure season. Will Santa bring us the steel I-beams we asked for from China? Is that him on the roof? He should really wait until we install those steel I-beams. Yesterday, President Biden signed his bipartisan infrastructure bill into law, and to tell everyone about it today, he kicked off a road show to showcase the benefits of the bill. It's like the Antiques Roadshow if the road was the antique. Biden's first stop, infrastructure fan, thank you very much. Biden's first stop was this afternoon in Woodstock, New Hampshire. Here he is teasing his visit yesterday.
Tomorrow, I'll be traveling to New Hampshire to visit a bridge that is structurally not safe.
Wait, what? Then don't go there. What, is this a cry for help?
What are you trying to do out there?
Infrastructure's not the only thing Biden's trying to patch up. He's also working on a relationship with China, which has been a bit rocky lately. There's tension over Taiwan. China's doing target practice of models of our aircraft carriers in the desert. And the fact that they create so much pollution, you can write the words, "wash me" on their sky. So yesterday, Biden held a summit with Chinese president and uncle at Thanksgiving listening to you describe your art school degree. Xi Jinping. Biden and Xi wanted to meet in person, but due to COVID, they had to settle for a virtual summit, which lasted 3.5 hours. And there was some tension on the call. Biden raised concerns about human rights abuses and unfair trade and economic policies. And Xi countered by saying that America rallying global support to counter China would inevitably bring disaster to the world. Not great. Seems like the old couple might be headed toward a separation. Kids, your father and I just have some differences. I want to go back to school and start a new career, and he will inevitably bring disaster to the world. In pandemic news, COVID cases are starting to climb in some areas of the U.S. Stop it. Stop it. Stop climbing, Corona. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, Corona Elizabeth virus, you get back down here. Right now, young lady. Now, if you've gotten the jab, you don't have to worry too much because this rise in cases is mostly happening among unvaccinated people, with some of the largest increases in New Hampshire and Vermont. Vermont? Okay, it's time to send Bernie door to door. Knock, knock. That's right, I'm saying knock, knock. My bones are too fragile to touch wood. It's me, Senator Sanders, here to inoculate you. Show me that shoulder. Boom, that's a 90% reduction in the severe COVID symptoms. Now invite me in. I smell soup. Don't hide your mushroom barley from me. Another, I got another. So COVID won't go away, but the pandemic might. The global goal right now is to reach a point where COVID is more like the flu. It's a situation public health experts call endemicity, which is the point where COVID becomes just another disease that people control with vaccines and medication. So it looks like we're never really getting rid of COVID. It's like Mel Gibson. He ebbs and flows, but because of a few idiots out there, we're stuck with some form of him forever. But the vaccinated among us did get some good news yesterday from Chief Medical Advisor to the President and Professor of Zaddy Studies, Anthony Fauci. Fauci was asked about the upcoming holidays in an interview, and he had this to say.
If you get vaccinated and your family's vaccinated, you can feel good about enjoying a typical Thanksgiving, Christmas with your family and close friends.
Yes, a typical Thanksgiving. Everyone gathered at the table, and you hoping they can't tell you just smoked a huge joint with your cousin Luke in the garage. Everybody knows. They all know. Looks like Americans are planning to do a holiday responsibly because, according to a new poll, 72% of respondents said they plan to limit their celebration to members of their household, and 51% say they will request that guests wear masks. That's going to be complicated, wearing a mask since you're gathering for a meal. So it's a perfect time to try out Stephen Colbert's patent-pending Thanksgiving feed bags. Yes, when you're done, just slip it over your head, cinch it tight, take a nap. Speaking of plagues that won't go away, former President, the Vanity Manatee, we're still a lot of fans. A lot more fans here than I would think. It surprises me.
Humanity.
We're still learning the details of his January 6th attempted coup, thanks to Jonathan Karl's tell-all Betrayal, which hit bookstores today. According to Karl, the ex-president was interested in staging a classic coup because his allies pressed the Defense Department to help overturn the election. And some of these efforts were what military historians call cuckoo banana cakes. Like the one put forward by conspiracy lawyer Sidney Powell, seen here browsing the wildlife refuge for a future blouse. After the election, Powell contacted a Pentagon official to push the claim that the CIA director had been hurt and taken into custody in Germany while on a secret mission to destroy evidence of voter fraud on a computer server that belonged to a company called Cytel. Where did Powell get this urgent news? From a false conspiracy theory that had been gaining steam among QAnon followers. Oh yeah, that theory is definitely steaming. Powell wasn't the only high-ranking MAGA nutball the Pentagon was dealing with. The same official also got a call from pardoned criminal and owl with hemorrhoids, General Michael Flynn. Flynn, evidently, told the defense official that it was time for the military to stop Biden from taking office, saying he needed to get orders signed, that ballots be seized, and that extraordinary measures needed to be taken to stop Democrats. Remember, this was a former general making a call to the military, demanding they support a fascist coup. What is wrong with him? It's 2021. Just text. There's been some fallout for January 6th so far. Take Wyoming representative and co-worker who doesn't know what happened to your peanut butter cups. Liz Cheney. Cheney has found the courage to say that the fascist coup was bad. So this weekend, the Wyoming Republican Party voted to stop recognizing Representative Liz Cheney as a member of the GOP. You can't kick a Cheney out of the GOP. That's like kicking Pinot Grigio out of the Real Housewives. Oh, speaking of places where they have elections, Canada. They also have a Supreme Court. It's so cute. They think they're a country. Don't tell them. They got little coins with animals on them. It's really sweet. It makes them happy. Today, their top court released their official photo, and holy Christopher Kringle, the Canadian Supreme Court is 9 Santas. What is their docket like? In the case of Becky Peterson v. Baby Brothers Safety Scissors haircut, the majority finds not naughty. Speaking of the holidays, here's something. On Thanksgiving Day, the first Asian American Muppet arrives on Sesame Street. That's nice. The new arrival is Ji Young, a Korean-American 7-year-old who loves playing her electric guitar and skateboarding. She is the coolest Muppet since that one episode where Cookie Monster smoked weed. It was the 70s. Why do you think he eats so many cookies? But it's not just guitars and skateboarding. Ji Young will also play a role in countering anti-Asian bias and harassment at a time of heightened awareness around the issue. That's great. But is it just me, or are we giving some Muppets more responsibility than other Muppets? Okay, folks, bring it in here. I got your assignments. You be angry in a trash can. You count everything you see. And you solve systemic racism. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are New York City Mayor-elect Eric Adams and NBA champion Dwayne Wade. But when we come back, meanwhile,